Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to Books My Quiet Friends. My name's Sidney, and today I'm here to bring you all the books I want to reread in 2019. This video has been a long time coming. I have a lot of books on my shelf that I would like to either finish the series or to reread the start and finish the end of them, because most of them I haven't read it in their entirety. I kind of made a plan for books that I would do each month, and without further ado, here is that plan, and hopefully if I post this, it'll keep me accountable. Also, sorry for whatever glare is going on here, I just don't have any more contacts, so we're making it work. For the month of January, I plan on reading Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. I read Scythe this past year, and I would like to read this one to see if I'm still interested in continuing with the series, first of all. And second of all, to give the series a second chance. I thought that Scythe was okay, but it just wasn't completely for me. In the month of February, since it's the shortest month of the year, I chose the Queen of Hearts series / saga, I can't remember. There are 3 books in this series. I have read the first 2, Queen of Hearts and War of Cards, I think. And I think the third one's Queen of Wonderland. It's a black cover. This is by Colleen Oakes. It's a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but it's how the Queen of Hearts became who she was in that story. I really enjoyed the series, but I can't really remember a lot that happened, so I am going to have to reread the first 2 before getting the third one in February. Because March is my birthday month, I plan on rereading the Red Queen series and finishing it off. I have read Red Queen, Glass Sword, and King's Cage, but I have yet to read War Storm. I think that Stacy from Stacy's Bookish Probs is also going to reread them with me if anyone else is interested in picking up this series or giving it a reread that month. Please let me know below. I would be totally interested in hearing other people's thoughts on the series and whether or not you love it, don't like it. We're all allowed an opinion, it's okay. In April, I plan on finishing off the Illuminae Files by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I have read Illuminae and Gemina, yes. But I have not read Obsidio yet. I own it, I have it. I haven't read it because I can't remember what really happened in these 2 books. And I really want to reread them and recapture my attention before going into the finale. This is always what happens. I read like the first 3 or first few books, and then I always miss the last one. And I'm left not wanting to just read the last one because I don't remember what happened. In the month of May, the final book in the Caraval series comes out by Stephanie Garber. This series takes place at festivals and circuses where a man named Legend, who potentially has magical powers, runs the show, and it's kind of you trying to figure out what's real, what's fake, who's an actor, all that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed the first book, read the second book, thought it was okay, but I'm interested enough to read the third book when it comes out in May. In June, I would like to finish the Sea of Ink and Gold series by Tracy Chee. I read the first book, The Reader, and found the first half really hard to get into, but the second half just totally captured my attention and I completely loved it. I have not read the second or the third books yet, so I'm really hoping that I can whiz through this series and go super fast through it in June, right? We're on June? June. In the month of July, I plan on continuing on with the Mortal Instruments series. I have read the first 4 books, but I have not read the last 2 as far as I remember, I think. And I'd really like to catch up on this series because there's so many other series based in the Shadowhunter universe, and I hear so many great things about them, and I really, really want to know what they're all about, but I just don't feel like I'm ready to move on from what this series talks about, and I also don't remember a lot about the world. It's been like 5 years since I read these, so hopefully in the month of July I can get to these. If I need to continue them on into the next month, that's not a big deal. It's all good. In the month of August, I'd like to finish the Flowers in the Attic series by B.C. Andrews. I have read the first 3 books in the series, but I'd like to continue on and see what I think of the rest of the series. I read these when I was new in high school. They're very problematic, but they are addictive. They're so problematic, and it's one of the first series that I really truly just devoured the first 3 books, so I'm looking forward to seeing my thoughts now as opposed to when I was like 15. because I think my reading taste might have changed a little bit. In the month of September, I would like to read the Ruin series by Amy Tintira. I have read Ruined. I have not read, I think the next one's called Allied. And I have no idea what the third one's called, but I have read this one. I think it's very similar to the Red Queen story, where if you like the whole betrayal kind of thing going on, you'd probably really like this. It's not a huge twist and turn, but it is a fast-paced read. So I would recommend this if you liked the Red Queen series. In October, I plan on catching up on Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Carrie Maniscalco. I have read the first book, but I have not read the second or the third, and I do believe there's a fourth coming out either this September or this October. So I'm hoping that these will just fill my October month with mystery and spook, and I'm excited to read this physically as I listened to it on audio last time. In the month of November, I would like to read more of the Truth Witch series by Susan Dennard. I have read this first book, once again, but I have not read the second one, or I think there's a novella out as well. I haven't read that one yet either, and I'd really like to catch up and see my feelings on the series. If after the second book I'm still not into it as much as everyone else, I might put the series down. This goes for all of these books other than Red Queen. Because I just want to know if these are books that I should be keeping on my shelf or if they're just okay to me and they should be going to a new home. For the month of December, I have it listed as a catch-up month just because I know some of these series are ridiculously long. I might not get to all of them in that month, so that might lead to me being backed up on this TBR. And for the whole year as a goal, I would really like to read the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. There are 8 books out currently, if I don't misunderstand, and they're all bigger than this one, and this one is already pretty giant. Like, about 625 pages, give or take. So, oh, and like teeny tiny font. Tiny, tiny font. That being said, when I read this book, I absolutely loved it. And that is the reason I'd like to continue on with the series. I know that there are more books coming out, and if not all 8 books get read during the year, that's not a huge deal to me, but I do really want to continue on with the series and see my thoughts on where the characters go, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll watch the show. I'm pretty hard on film and TV adaptations when I really enjoyed the original work, so we will see if I can get myself to watch the TV show. I'm super excited for this year of reading. If there are any of these books that you have read or would like to read with me, please let me know down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you next week. Bye!